أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to this third video podcast in which we are discussing in this series the rules of Noon sakinah and tanween. And what we've said this whole time is that this chapter is about the Noon that is sakin, that is silent. So it either has nothing, so it doesn't have fatha, kasra or dhamma, so it doesn't have these three things, or you may see it blank, or you may see a sukoon directly on the noon, a bit like that. So we're talking about this, or we're talking about the tanween. So the two fathas, the two kasras, or the two dhammas. Okay. Just one very quick thing about the two fathas is this. In Arabic, we never write two fathas on a letter directly. So we never do that. So imagine that's a ra. We never put the two fathas directly. We're allowed to do that for the two kasras. So we can do this. And we can also do that. We can also put it directly if it's two dhammas. So a bit like this. So let's just get rid of these. So a bit like that. We're allowed to do that. But when it comes to the ra, we can't do that. Okay? So we can't put the two fathas. We always have to put these two fathas on an alif. So we always have to put an alif. So let's just make a bit of a gap there. Alif. And we put the two fathas on the two alifs. This is still pronounced run. Okay? Just like this would be pronounced run. And this would be pronounced rin. So this is pronounced run, but the two fathas can only sit on an alif. They can't sit on the ra. So that's why you always see the two fathas of tanween sitting on the alif. The only time when it can sit on a letter is if it's a ta marbuta, so that the letter that looks a bit like this. So that's the only time, the only letter where the two fathas are allowed to sit on. The two fathas of tanween are allowed to sit on the letter. Otherwise, you have to always write an alif, a bit like this. Okay? So, today, in this particular podcast, we are going to talk about the Iqlaab. Iqlaab. So, the relevant chapter is page 23 of your textbook. The rule of Iqlaab is quite easy. So, whenever you see a Noon sakinah or a tanween, so this is a Noon sakinah, or a tanween, so let's just put the an there on the two fathas. So let's just take the alif away. An, in, or un. So whenever you see one of these two, you have to look at the letter after, as we said, in order to find out what the rule is. And if the letter coming after this Noon sakinah or the tanween is the letter ba, then you must apply the rule of Iqlaab. Iqlaab. Okay? So if you read here, Iqlaab means changing, and it refers to the changing of the Noon sakinah and tanween into a meme. This occurs when the Noon is followed by the letter ba. So what we've said is the Noon sakinah followed by the letter ba causes Iqlaab. Now, what does this rule actually mean? So let's just get rid of all of this. What this rule means is the following. So let's take this example here. There. So write this out. I'll write this out. Fa. Fa. But na. So but na. Now we can see immediately from this that there is a noon sakinah here. Okay, so that's noon sakinah right there. The letter coming after the noon sakinah is a ba. So that must mean we apply the rule of Iqlaab. Iqlaab. So that's the name of the rule. What does it mean? In essence, this means that this noon here gets transformed into a meme. So what we end up saying is fa but na but na. And that's what we mean by Iqlaab, that this N sound here gets transformed into an M sound. So we say فَأَنبَتْنَا فِيهَا حَبًّا فَأَنبَتْنَا فِيهَا حَبًّا. And that's what we mean by Iqlaab. You change the noon to a meme. Change the noon to a meme. And that's what we mean by Iqlaab, changing. So if you look at this example here, the way we recite this, إِذِ انبَعْثَ أَشْقَاهَا, إِذٍ instead of إِذٍ بَعْثَ. So the N gets changed to an M. And this example here, وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى, the N gets changed to an M. And that's it. That's Iqlaab for you. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Just one quick thing before we go actually. This is represented by a little meme there. The meme is written like this. So it's got a little tail. So it's written with a full tail. This is merely there to represent that Iqlaab rule, to remind you, change the N to an M. And that's it. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.